lot of people say, you know what, look, if you get 2 first-round picks for Deebo Samuel, that's great. You spend one on a corner, one on a wide receiver, boom, replaced. I just want to push back on that real quick. The whole idea of replacing Deebo Samuel. I mean, I don't know there's any player in the league right now that can do what he can. Maybe Jamar Chase, but Jamar Chase isn't available. I don't even think you could trade Deebo for Jamar one. Anyway, if the Niners were to get a guy in a draft, let me just go through the list of wide receivers the Niners have drafted quickly since 1996. That's when they drafted T.O., Hall of Famer. There were 23 years between him and Deebo Samuel, 23 wide receivers the Niners drafted. Let me quickly just name them. Starting in 1998, Ryan Thelwell, Ty Streets, Cedric Wilson, Brandon Lloyd. Good player, although he kind of came into his own on Denver. But Brandon Lloyd, Arnaz Battle, Rashawn Woods, first-round pick, Derek Hamilton, Rasheed Marshall, Marcus Maxwell, Brandon Williams, Jason Hill.
I remember Brandon Williams.
Yep. Josh Morgan, Michael Crabtree, by far the best name so far. Kyle Williams, Ronald Johnson, AJ Jenkins, Quentin Patton, Bruce Ellington, DeAndre Smelter, Aaron Burbridge, Trent Taylor, Dante Pettis, Richie James Jr. That's the entire list of wide receivers Niners drafted between 1996 and 2019. That's it.
Yeah.
So,
it's a tough position to find
another wide receiver. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think so.
And I think people look at it because, Chase and Jefferson came out, hit the ground running. Waddle looked phenomenal. But not everybody is those guys in the draft. And I think this draft doesn't offer that kind of guy. I know that you have some connections with the Jets, and there's a reason that you feel they're not as smitten with the receivers as you mentioned before in this draft. And they're trying to call about all these guys because maybe they don't feel like there's a guy that's going to change their organization at 9 at receiver.
I mean, you don't have to be an insider to know that that's how the league looks at this draft, right? There's no one in the top 10 that's necessarily a Jamar Chase type of player.
No. A Jalen Waddle, not a Devonta Smith.
No.
I think the one guy maybe is Jameson Williams, and he is coming off a torn ACL, and he also only had 1 year of production in college.
Anyway, we don't need to belabor the point, but just when you're thinking about, we'll trade Deebo, and then we'll get this guy, and we'll get that guy, just read through the list again of the 23 names. That I didn't leave anyone out. That's 23 years, 23 draft picks, 23 misses, except for Crabtree. Crabtree was good.
Yeah, Crabtree was solid. I mean, I think people would still consider Crabtree a miss given the hype and the fact that he was the 10th pick in the draft, and he only had the 1,000-yard season.
Yeah. I mean, he was never a Pro Bowler. He probably wasn't.
Yeah, I think playing with Jimmy Ray for a lot of your career is wide receiver hell, but that was the case. I think that I don't understand how people think that you can replace Deebo Samuel. We've seen this offense function without Deebo Samuel on the field over the last 2 years.